Hi everybody, welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to show you guys how I used to pick my aspirations, how I used to pick my Sims aspirations, and how I do it now, like currently. So before I used to use Matiko's kind of system. I think it was her initial system. I think she now picks her Sims aspiration in another way, like looking at the personality, and based on that, she chooses an aspiration the way she just feels it fits that Sim. But before, she used to have like this list, and I used to follow this list, and also Pleasant View's list as well. I actually created a list that I think I lost it, but I created a list combining these two methods of Marticore and also Pleasant View's kind of system, because Pleasant View Sims used to have a system as well, and then she developed a new one. I think I was using a mixture of her system and Marticore's back in the day. So I did have a list like this one here, and I had also the zodiac signs, and I had like optimal aspirations and alternative aspirations for everyone based on Marticore and Pleasant View's system. And after that, I did develop my own system that I do have here in the back of my town tracker. Yup, this one. So yeah, and the system was based on randomization. What it basically says, when I had a Sim aging up to a teen, I would run the randomizer from 1 to 90, like it says here, and never 1 to 100, so always 1 to 90, and depending on the number that came out, I would pick an aspiration based on their zodiac sign. So for example, if I had a Libra and I rolled a number from 1 to 90, and for example I had 60, so the first aspiration would be her first aspiration, or his first aspiration would be fortune. Then for the second aspiration, for the secondary aspiration, I would roll a number from 1 to 100, because I wanted to allow also the grilled cheese aspiration. And the grilled cheese aspiration is kind of overpowering as the first aspiration, so I always kept it as a second aspiration. So I would allow that on a second second roll. So if, for example, this Libra was fortune as first, I would run the randomizer usually when right after. I think it's right after I would, or after they became an adult. I don't know. I have no idea, but I would go for what feels right. So I would run the randomizer again, and imagine if it was 1, like the end result would be 1 or 10 or something. Then my Libra Sim would be fortune as first aspiration, and second aspiration she would be romance. But if she did end up having like a number between 91 to 100, she would have the grilled cheese as her second aspiration. This planet here, like it's just not, like, doesn't mean anything. I just decided to put this kind of association between science and stuff, because that's how it is in the real life. So this was the system I was using before, and recently I've adopted a new system based on the Sims personality and the Sims interests, which is kind of tricky. I'm not sure if I will keep this system on the long run, because I've got a lot of romance Sims, and that is actually one aspiration that I don't like very much, and because all my Sims seem to have always entertainment interests like maxed out, and that does tend to go very well for serial romancers and hopeless romantics. So yeah, I do end up with a lot of romance Sims, so I don't know. But right now I'm working with this aspiration system. So basically what I do is, when they grow up to a teen, I do insert here their personality, and I do write down all their interests, and then the aspiration will have a countdown over here, and the aspirations with the most numbers, most points, would be that as the Sim's aspiration. So in the case of this Sim over here, he would be, like you guys can see, he would be the most enjoyer, so pleasure A, and he would also be second for romance. So I could so basically this system is more like story oriented or something. If you want to spice up and not have just 12 aspirations, this gives you like the good and bad side of an aspiration, meaning that because your sim is a romance sim, it doesn't have to be a serial romancer all the time. It could be a hopeless romantic and just have that one true love. And that is more story oriented, gives you more spice and more variety. So I'm enjoying this system. Hopefully in the long run my sims stop being romance sims all the time. Let's see. Because I do have a lot of popularity sims and a lot of romance sims for real, and also family sims, and also pleasure sims, and not many hard worker sims or scientist sims, but yeah. So I could explain a little bit. So we have family A. Family A aspiration would be strict parent, and strict parents have high expectations towards their kids. They want them to bring perfect grades, pick up new skills, and keep their room nice and clean all the time. They also take mistakes very seriously. So it's not about having like billions of kids. It is about having, you know, those kids. And each family is the family B. So yeah, a bit nasty and chaotic household, but full of joy and laughter. These parents consider their younglings partners in every aspect of life, and they just simply want them to have as much fun as they can. So more a free kind of parenting style here on a family B, and lots of kids. So yeah. Then we have the romance A, serial romancer. Romance sims as we know them, broken hearts, unexpected babies, and a lot of drama wherever they go. So the cheating type is romance A, sorry. And romance B is hopeless romantic. So these sims lay awake in their beds and read classical romance books by the pale moonlight. They tend to be rather shy and insecure about their feelings, but deep inside their heart, they long to find the one. So this is sweet romance sim, romance B. Then we have hard worker, and that is fortune A. These sims are not waiting for miracles. They want to rule the world, and they are willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to take their place amongst the richest. So they work hard for what they want. Then we have fortune B, which is a shady. You hate working, but you want to be rich. These sims have the solution for that, whether it is a theft, a sugar daddy, or corruption. So the bad side of fortune. Then we have popularity A, friend of the world. There's nothing to make these sims happier than being loved by everyone and everything wherever they go. They are extremely kind and stay diplomatic, whatever it takes to avoid confrontation. So they're really friendly and all that stuff. And then we have public enemy. So popularity B, the sims want fame and they're willing to sacrifice anything to get known. They usually have a very bad reputation around the neighborhood because of their countless scandals. So, you know, those kinds of sims. Then we have pleasure A, the modest enjoyer. Modest, I think it's modest, no, not moods. Pleasure sims like to enjoy their lives, eat good food, and travel to exotic places, but they also pay attention to their own long-term health. So they take care of themselves. They're very balanced. Then we have pleasure B. Hedonist sims wants everything they can have, and they want them right away. And then we have knowledge A, and that is good scientists. These geniuses put their mind in the service of others and common good. And then we have knowledge B, evil scientists. These scientists respect no work ethics. They do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, whether it is taking over the world or inventing the next super flu. So if you guys can see here, it's all based on the interests and personality of the sim. This is like, I don't know who invented this calculator, I'm sorry, but I could try to find out, and I'll put it in the description for you guys if you want to download it and work with it as well. Also, I think this comes with a calculator. It's the lifetime one's recommendations of each each personality, each aspiration. So knowledge A would be max out 7 skills, become chief of staff, become education minister. Romance A would be woohoo with 20 different sims, but romance B would be have 15 dreams dates, reach golden anniversary, all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that is all I wanted to show you guys. This is my system as of now, so that's why here on my big ass spreadsheet you can see family, popularity, and all that differences going on. Hopefully that was more clarifying for you if you did watch my overviews, because I do talk a lot about, talking about a sim being family A or being romance B, and you guys probably are like very confused. I did try to, as I was saying these things, to explain what it was, but maybe some time I did not, so hopefully this video will clarify it for you. And if you want to use this system as well, I will share it in the description, all these ones that I did mention. I'll say if you want multi-course, I could share where I found it. It's as simple as that. I think this is it. I think I did mention everything that I wanted to say. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video again, and I will see you on another one. Bye guys, and thank you again. Bye bye.